Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today, very late, to film a quick, it might not be that quick, oh it should be quick, it's a pretty simple little process, to film a little video for this coffin clipboard that I am making, that I made my own little version, that I'm doing in collaboration with Stephanie from Sweet Crafty Girl. We decided we'd do a couple of, excuse me, Halloween collaborations. She was super sweet and sent me some of the Frank Garcia 31 collection, so we thought we'd do a few Halloween projects. This little stack here, you won't even be able to see any of that Frank Garcia collection because I just grabbed a few bits and pieces to put on this coffin clipboard that I made, just to show you what you could do with it. So let's get started. I've got a couple here in different stages, different sizes, just so I can show you what I'm doing. So I got this coffin shape. It is a die cut, something that I cut out last year from Silhouette. It's just a coffin shape. You could probably find a template or a shape on the internet that you could trace around or print out, but I just had a couple of tags already cut, so I used one of those and I cut it out of chipboard. So I just used some of the you know, just that chipboard packaging you get when you do. This one just came, I think, in an order with scrapbook.com. It's just thicker chipboard, but it just makes a really nice sturdy base for the clipboard. Clipboard, yeah. So I've cut one out of some chipboard. Sorry, I'm a little rusty on these tutorials, but I have put this off. I haven't been feeling that great, and I'm just going to give it a go. So I'm really sorry. If you have any questions, please ask me below. So what I do is I just get some score tape or double-sided tape or glue, or whatever works best for you. But I've just popped a couple of pieces on like so. That will just hold it in place. So take that, attach some tape or glue to one side. Oh man, sorry. I find this stuff really hard to get off chipboard sometimes. It's like it's not a clean stick. Anyway, got those, and then I'm just going to stick this sort of close to the edge of, I've just got a fresh piece of 12 by 12 paper, so I'm just going to trim that down, and I just sort of go around the outside of the coffin shape just to keep it a bit neater, so we can get rid of that. And then, oh dear, what have I not got? Oh yes, a score tool. So I just run, like, this is just like a little stylus tool, but or your bone folder or whatever, just around the edge, because that'll make it easier to fold. Now, I'm by no means an expert, so the first one I did, I trimmed it down, and then I went into each point on the coffin, sort of like straight, or could just be anyway, just so when I fold this paper in, see, this one's fine because it's just going to fold in, it's not going to, but this one, if you fold that in, oh no, it's all right. This one you'll just have to trim down a little bit, but I still want it to make sure it's, you know, covering up in there so it doesn't, you know, show any, what am I trying to say, any bits of, you know, you don't want to see the chipboard when you're cutting out these corners, but I think people know how to do that. So you are going to fold all those down. You can tidy it up a little bit, and then I'm just going to use some more score tape to to attach that all down. So just put a little bit on each. I'm going to sew, like I've sewn mine down, so this is really just to hold it in place. so it doesn't move around. Just have to be careful if you're using double-sided tape or glue. If you are going to sew, I sew quite close to the edge, so I'm just trying not to get any double-sided tape too close to the edge, because I don't want to gum up my needle. So just go around, pull all those off. There we go. So sorry, it's a bit messy. Push that off to the side. Trim that down a little bit, and there is your first bit. So you've just sewn that, stuck all those down. Then this is when I go and will sew all around the edge. I don't actually have my sewing machine set up right now, so I'm just going to leave this one, but if you want to go and do some decorative stitching around the edge, you certainly don't have to. I just I love the look of that. So the next thing we're going to do is, this is not an even coffin, but that's okay, is get a craft knife or a X-Acto knife. I can't find any of my new blades, so hopefully this will cut, because it is very, very old and blunt. So what I do is I'm gonna cut a hole in here so that I can slide the bulldog clips. So I use these metal ones. You can get these from stationery shops. I think I got these pink ones off AliExpress, but I'm going to put this pink one, I want it to be below the top, so I just want to sort of roughly guess about where I want to slide that through, and I probably would go about, I would say about just over 3/4 of an inch down from the top and in the middle. And it's a very rough, I don't have a a precise way of doing this, but I cut like a slit that's just a tiny bit bigger than this widest part of your clip, and I try and center that. So I just do one sort of slice to get that measurement, and I'll just run through it a few times so it goes right through to the other side. And it shouldn't actually take that long if you have a sharp knife. And then you're just going to open up your clip, and it's a little bit of a wiggle, but you just need to slide it through that slit there, so it's like, you know, like a clipboard, so you don't have that back bit sticking out. That's just how I like to do it. That's what I do with my little mini clipboards, and I can do it again with this one. So I do really like how that looks with the clip like that, and because you've got really good thick chipboard, you can, you know, it clips, it's really strong, and then that bit there comes through the back. But what I did was I cut out yet another version of, like, another template of this with black cardstock, although this one is a little bit wonky. Look, I'm not perfect. I could cut all this out on my silhouette, but I just go for easiness. So see, that's not quite perfect, but that's okay. So you just want to cover up the back with some, I'm going to use black because it's a coffin. But you can do a different coloured cardstock if you want. Use pad and paper. You don't even need to cover the back. I just think it makes it look really much tidier. Oh no. Okay, so then I'll just get some score tape or glue. My glue bottle is not really gluing very well at the moment, but I think it would be best with glue because you've got that little what's it called, the little clip sticks out a wee bit. So anyway, I'm just going to use this for the ease of this tutorial, and just put that in the rubbish. So peel that off. Sorry, this is actually, I'm so out of practice with these tutorials. I'm embarrassed, but you get the idea. It's just, you could make this any shape. I've made little mini ones that are just rectangles, but I love the thought of doing this as a little clipboard, a little coffin shape for Halloween, because it's still quite a simple shape, but it can look really effective. And we'll just stick that on there. And just kind of use your fingers or your score tool to, let's see, it's a wee bit uneven, but I'll just trim that bit off. And there you go. There is your basic little coffin. Move this all off to the side. Your little coffin, and then you can fill that up with goodies and gift that to your friends. So I have got a couple of, hang on one moment, sorry, my desk is very messy off to the side. These little just stacks that I made last year using some paper clips, some little printables, die cuts, little sequin mixers, and they just make literally, I have quite a few leftover Halloween goodies from last year, and this is a really good way of using them up. I just need to move this down, but as you can see, there's just like a whole lot of different bits and pieces, and they clip on there really well. Got some tulle, got these really cute printables from American Crafts, the oh no, I can't even think of the Maggie Holmes line, the carnival one, but I love that black and white fit Halloween. It just looks really cute. I've got a few little trims that I'll put on there as well. These are some little pegs that I made, put some holographic glitter on to make them go with some Halloween collections. So I will just re-clip that on the side somehow. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You can make a little stack here, and then because you've got this really cute little bulldog clip with the hole, you can add some little charms to that easily, with a wee ring. So I've got a wee ring there, and what have I got? I did pull over a couple of things. Oh my goodness, I'm so out of practice. Here we go. So I've got this cute little shaker, sequin shaker bottle that I've filled up with some little sequins, and I think these are just so perfect for Halloween. I'll just add that there. It's like a little potion bottle. And you could add some other little charms. I've got heaps and heaps of little charms here, so just whatever works for you. Maybe a little skeleton. I don't actually have any Halloween beads, wire wrapped beads at the moment, which is a shame, but I could pop a little tassel on there. So just for example, there we go. So they've got a little charm on the side. And then you can just share whatever you want with your friends. You could clip some little stickers in there. I love this little, these are from Michael's, I think. And these may be ones that I, brought myself, I think, when I went to the States last year. No, not last year, the year before. But I love how that little fortune teller globe goes with that little witch printable that I got from Shutterstock. But I just think you could add heaps and heaps of cool things. Some little sequin shakers, some cutter parts. What else have I got here? Oh, you know, some of the cutter parts from the collection from Frank Garcia, or just whatever you've got. But I think that these little Halloween clipboards, so I put this one back to front. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You can stack them, fill them up with whatever you want, but I think that they could be any size. You could make them bigger, you could make them smaller, but I'm just showing you my basic idea for using a chipboard background to make a clipboard. And I love how these have turned out. I definitely love the stitching. Do the stitching before you put the clip on, because otherwise it gets a little bit fiddly, but yeah, I think they look just as fine without it, so you definitely don't need a sewing machine. You could even just go around the edges with like a little white gel pen or something, and that would look super cute too. But there is my take on the Halloween clipboard, coffin clipboard idea. And make sure you go check out Stephanie's tutorial as well. That she is Sweet Crafty Girl here on YouTube and Instagram, but I will leave a link down below. I can't wait to see what she's made. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.